First night we're here.
I'll guarantee you they don't have masks like this in Area 21. I'm almost
About to take
willing
mine
to
off.
bet.
on, man.
But they do have Kevin Garnett and Isiah Thomas.
The great Isiah Thomas.
Couple of legends over there in Area 21. Take it away, KG.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm sitting here with Zeke. I was laughing at the mask they had.
I can see.
I don't know what that was, man. All-Star is always a fun time, right? Times for stories or whatever. You know, I want to share the story of when we first met, or one of the few times we met when I was younger in Chicago. A lot of people don't know this. Coming to the gym, and I'm playing basketball. You see me play. And after we get done, you give me some advice on, you know, what will later help shape me in getting to the NBA. Just, you know, for all the people out there, a lot of people don't know that Isiah Thomas gave me a lot of great advice when I was young, man. I always took that to heart and I used it. So, you know, let's just tell the people a little bit about, you know, obviously our relationship and, you know, how it all came about, man.
Well, I was in Toronto at the time, and I was, you know, this was when they had first opened it up to where you can recruit and start looking at high school players.
Right.
And I saw you as a junior in high school at a camp going into your senior year.
Okay.
You didn't see me at that time, but y'all was outside, and I was standing looking at between the fence. Y'all was playing outside down in Carolina.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, this guy know what he's doing. I didn't say he could play. You knew what you was doing out on the floor. You pass it, you was seeing, he was a great motivator, so forth and so on. So I went back and I told my people in Chicago, because now I'm planning, I'm plotting. Like,
Right.
okay, you gonna be my pick. You gonna be the first guy that I draft in Toronto. I'm bringing you to Toronto. So how do we get you to Chicago?
You already thinking this?
Oh yeah, so you ended up in Chicago at
Right.
Farragut,
Right.
playing for my childhood friend,
Remember this, Longstreet?
Anthony Longstreet.
Shout
Coach
to Longstreet, shout to Wolf, shout to
Longstreet,
Farragut, right?
West Side.
You already know all day, all
So-
day, Lord, you know,
So,
right?
you know, we had the fence around you and everything,
Right.
and you know, you was playing and going to all the right spots, right? I'm getting a report every week on what you're doing, where you at, who you hanging with, making sure you meet the right folks.
Right,
You know,
right.
and all of a sudden, right, you know, season goes on, y'all have a good year and everything, and so now we're going into the draft.
Right.
And I'm like, you know, before that, I actually went to Chicago and I saw you playing in Chicago in the gym. And that's when we met, finally shook your hand, talked and everything. But now the draft is coming up, and if you remember during the draft, you didn't work out for a lot of people.
No, I did 2 workouts.
Yeah,
Right,
and you didn't work out for us in Toronto.
Well, you guys didn't want to come down. Y'all wanted to fly me.
Yeah.
It was a weird situation.
Yeah, it was very weird because now I'm saying, how can I get this dude to drop to 7? And Mikhail was at 4.
Right, he's at 5, right?
Yeah, and I was 4 or 5, and I'm like, okay, I gotta. So I was putting bad stuff out about you.
Okay.
Remember all that bad stuff that was happening around the draft?
That wasn't true, but I knew about myself.
Yeah,
so I
but
was
so
like, where's this
I got to
coming
get
from?
you to drop down to me, right? So I'm like, and everybody's like, oh, he's a bad guy. He's hanging around with bad people,
No.
forth and so on. And I'm like, so I get 2 phone calls.
So
I got one from Jerry West, and I got one from Kevin McHale. Jerry West, he couldn't get down there to
Right.
get you. But McHale was like, I know you know the truth. Tell me the real deal. So I told him what the real deal was
Right.
about you, and you know, the rest is history.
Well, Zeke, I like to say, man, those are my skeletons and my bones in which helped me get to the league, man. And you know, we down here in the big, in NO doing it real big. It's only right that we down here on Area 21 doing it.
And you know
what I'm saying? EJ, back to you, man. I'm in here with Zeke. We chilling, NO style, baby. You know.
We ain't never coming back to you, EJ.
All right. I'll hold you to that, Zeke.
Was
Zeke
it me, or was that just the longest boring story ever?
No, great story. We saw that Isiah Thomas
Come on, man.
was trying to get
You're all
Kevin
right, Charles.
Durant.
You have gone
Kevin,
from being
Charles
a
is
great
salty
dude.
today.
What are you mad about?
That was the longest
That was a
book.
good story. I didn't know.
Did you
First of
lose
all,
at Harrah's
he-
last night? You lost last night.
No, but I say this: the fact that he actually put out bad stuff to see if he could drop to 7 is a unique perspective on what I thought NBA basketball was about.
You know what's so funny? Bernard Bickerstaff did the same thing about me.
Well, nah. You had some bad things about you.
No, not in college.